I'm Shelby Bonney, and I'm the host of the Innovator Series brought to you by Technology for Obama. And I'm here today with David Morin, who's the co-founder and CEO of Path. It's such a pleasure to be with you.
Thanks for having me.
So, Dave, you've been at Apple, you've been at Facebook, you're now the CEO of Path. Give us a little bit of a shot on the background. I mean, those are some of the most innovative companies we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, I went to school at the University of Colorado at Boulder. I'm originally from a small town up in Montana. Sort of found my way to Silicon Valley and ended up at Apple. It was pretty.
So that was first job coming from college.
Definitely, and at Apple really got to learn design thinking, and I sort of think I learned how to think at Apple, right? And Apple's all about innovation and design, and sort of merging the two and sort of pushing the world forward in that way. And then after that, found my way to Facebook. And Facebook's mission is really a social one. We really tried to make the world, give the world new communications technology, new information technology to sort of change how we connect, how we share, how we understand each other.
And how long were you at Facebook?
I was there for about 3.5 years. So from about 2006 until early 2010. And then after that, I started Path. And Path, really our focus at Path is to focus on this new emerging world of mobile and to create a social network, a more personal social network, which is designed for your mobile phone and for family first, because those are the people that you really communicate with using your mobile device.
And I'm curious how the idea for Path came about. I mean, I will say, just because as a side note, all the friends who I look to as real thought leaders are all the biggest addicts to Path. So it speaks well to what you're doing. But I'm curious about, so when you started it, there were other co-founders. I'm just curious how the idea came about.
Yeah, we started focusing a lot on how do people use their mobile devices. And one of the big trends that we saw was that people use their mobile device to talk to very few people, right? And the traditional way to think about social media and social networks is connect to lots of people, connect to more and more and more. And we saw this opportunity to create an opportunity for less. And so we've really focused Path on helping you connect to less people, not more. And the reason is because we chose the name Path because we wanted to give people a place to really share more, to be more authentic, to share things that they wouldn't share anywhere else. And so the analogy that I use is we really wanted to create a home inside of Facebook's city, right? And when you sit at your dinner table at home, you really think about, you share things that you wouldn't otherwise share. You share things that, might be vulnerable, might be hard things going on in your life, might be great things, but you're much more open and you share in sort of a different kind of way. And so with Path, we're just really trying to create that type of context, a place you can trust.
And you made a conscious choice of mobile versus web, and so there's not really a web part of the service.
No, you can take a photo that you put onto Path and shoot it out onto the web or out onto Facebook or Twitter, but the primary experience on Path is 100% mobile. And the reason behind that was because we looked at some data back in early 2010 that said that the mobile internet would be growing larger and faster than the web by 2013. We've seen already this year in 2012 that that's true. And so we wanted to design a company for the future, not the past.
And so, your old brethren at Facebook, one of the big questions they have right now is this whole mobile, what is their mobile strategy in terms of monetization? How do you think about potential monetization avenues for Path?
Well, we think that there's a fascinating new world of ways to think about monetization that are happening in mobile. And part of it's driven by the tools, right? On mobile, you have the App Store with, I think hundreds of millions of credit cards that people have already added to their accounts. Apple gives us great tools to simply pop up a dialogue and charge someone for, a new service that can make their experience better, right? And so we really think about it that way, where on Path, we want to provide you with a free service, but then to provide you with value-added things on top of that are worth paying for. And then because of these amazingly sort of friction-free payment tools that Apple and Google provides, we're able to sort of ask people to pay little bits here and there to make their experience better.
Well, sounds incredible. It's such a pleasure being here with you, Dave. And in the next section, we're actually going to talk a little bit about innovation and your thoughts on innovation, so I look forward to it. So thank you.